Rafi, I've already spoken to Rabbi Hamovitz and he's really keen about this. We'll just start collecting items now and then you'll keep it. And then next term, we'll start launching it. Obviously, we'll choose a raffle, but Adam, you can do both. I'm telling you now, we can talk to the schools and say, on the last day of school, can we all wear cibbies? Kayla, how am I going to meet you tomorrow to give you the posters to put up around the school? Poppy, I'm your brother. Do you know that? I'm your brother. I'm your brother.
What was the thing that gave him so much energy?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Family. He actually
obsessed with family.
Loved it, yeah.
Hugo. Yeah, Hugo, I don't know.
Was he naughty?
In some ways.
He was this young, lovely, happy boy. He went for surfing lessons while they were there in Torquay. He was so chuffed with himself because he got up on the board and he was actually able to surf. Look at that smile. He is so happy.
Hugo was the kind of guy that he had an idea and he was going to follow through and he was going to make sure that he took it to the nth degree.
Guys, tomorrow is the last day that people can bring money for the raffle. So I think on the 30th of November, we go give the guys the money and give the money to the kid who wants to come.
By the end of it, they'd raised 13,000 Rand, selling these little raffle tickets to the kids at school.
He loved doing it. Like, he didn't do it for anyone else, like, he did it for himself.
The project with the recyclers is fairly recent, in the last year.
No one ever thinks about the people recycling garbage on the side of the road, but Hugo was smart enough and kind enough to notice them, and he took it into his own hands to help them.
I mostly see them on a Wednesday. And every Wednesday there'll be somebody who's got bad flu and sometimes even more serious. And yet they're there and they're working.
Hugo was a nice guy. And someone who wanted to know what's bothering you, what's making you do this, man. He wanted to know a lot about us.
Often when we would take the lunch, Hugo would look at me and he'd go, I want to get them jobs. I need to get jobs.
He had a dream of finding jobs for these guys and they thought he was crazy. And I said, no, it's possible.
I guess it's like everything with Hugo. It's doing the unthinkable.
The project in relation to Hugo, it's like an extension of what he started.
It is what he started. Yeah. It's not even an extension. I mean, he did it.
It's what he started. He was meant to go to that first meeting with a corporate to try and raise funds on the Friday that he was in hospital. So he never got to go to that first meeting.
When I was told that he was in hospital, I was like, Lord, this boy better wake up. Because for me, we were going to do great things together.
He told me not to give up. Life is hard, but not always. It will change.
You'd see him and you'd think he's just a normal boy playing soccer and just running around with the other boys, but there was just so much in him, so much worth.
We decided when he was in hospital, like along with the help of the school, that we were going to collect blankets for not just the recyclers, but anybody who doesn't have blankets this winter. And I know we raised over 2,000 blankets.
We were always praying that it gets okay. After a week, then they come and told us, Hugo passed away. It wasn't a good thing to us.
What Hugo had done was bring us closer to these guys so that we can start engaging deeply. And I think that is when we started realizing that actually these are just human beings.
And all of a sudden, all these different acts of kindness started to happen in Hugo's name.
In the beginning, it was so like in his referral, like so he can get better. Then after he passed away, it was to carry on his legacy.
What he's taught me, like, make every moment like the best that you can. And that's exactly what he always did. He'd make the best of something.
There's something for everyone in Hugo's Greenhood. You don't have to be a big company, you don't have to be a wealthy person to get involved in this.
In honor of Hugo, we are helping.
I am in awe of what he started with and where this is heading.
It's going to be done. We're definitely going to get these guys a job.
And their jobs are dignified and they're getting salaries that they can take home and they can live on.
What keeps us more committed all the time is to ensure that we do this for Hugo.
When he was little, he knew exactly what he wanted in life. And like he would kind of fight for rights. Like I remember when we were little, because we only have girls, we didn't have any boy toys or boy dressing up stuff. So he told my mom that he wasn't going to come back to my house until I got stuff for him to play with because he didn't want to be a princess anymore.
He was very excited because he heard that the Australian cricket team was coming here. And he nagged my husband to take him to meet them at the airport. And my husband was like, no way, it's the middle of the day, 12 o'clock, I'm at work, I'm not taking you anywhere. Anyway, he went, as Hugo does, he doesn't let go, and my husband picked him up from school, they went to the airport, and to God, there was not another soul in the airport to meet the Australian team, of course, other than little Hugo, who then got a photo with the captain and every cricket team player and a signed bat. But that's not the end of it. The newspaper the next morning put it on their front page of all the papers, and my father-in-law in Australia sits down to work at his desk, turns to the back page of the newspaper, and there is a picture of his grandson. And that's just Hugo.